قيمة لولا هالخدمة، وانطاني رفعة حب ابو اليمة. انا اختصر كل عمري باللاطمة، ذخر قبري ذخر قبري. ما عندي قيمة لولا هالخدمة، وانطاني رفعة حب ابو اليمة. انا اختصر كل عمري باللاطمة، ذخر قبري ذخر قبري. اضيعن اذا بابك نسيت حبيبي علي.
Abaabdellah in the name of God, the most beneficent, the merciful, all praises be to Him. Everlasting and omniscient He is. I begin in His name and I send my peace and blessings upon Muhammad and his holy household, and my everlasting damnation upon their enemies. Ameen Rabbal Alameen. My dearest brothers and sisters, welcome back to another show in which we narrate to you or report to you memoirs and memories, narratives of the many stories that occurred during the time of Ziyarat, and specifically during the time of Arba'een. A story that I heard from one of the brothers, which is a very, very beautiful story. Again, this story defines the meaning of hub, the meaning of love. There was an uncle and his son. An uncle and his son. During the time of Saddam al-La'in, alayhi la'natullah. During the time of Saddam, as you know, there was what they call ijra'at, sanctions upon the Zuwar, and they had difficulty when it came to walking from Najaf to Karbala, from Basra to Karbala, from Samawa, no matter where it be. It was difficult for them to walk. If you were caught by the Ba'ath party and you were marked for either death or torture. No question about it. These two, the uncle and his son, they coined up a plan. They said what we'll do, and they were going from Najaf to Karbala. They said that we will take our car, we will make a problem in our car, we will try to break it apart in a way that it won't turn on anymore. And they began to push their car from Najaf to Karbala. From Najaf to Karbala, they began to push their car. And when they were asked by the Ba'ath party, where are you going? They said, Wallah, our family's in Karbala, and we're just trying to get our car to Karbala. As you can see, the car broke down. But in fact, all they were doing is walking from Najaf to Karbala. How do you explain it? Like, what do you want me to tell you? How do you want me to begin to even explain to you? What do I begin to explain to you now? What do I say? How do I define this love? How hard is it to push a car? It's difficult. Have you tried pushing a car from Najaf to Karbala? 80 kilometers, 90 kilometers? Love, junoon. Al-hiyam, right? Al-Arabs say al-hiyam, al-junoon al-khalis. Sincere insanity. I don't know what else to tell you. This is one of the many stories that you will discover during this walk. Just stop anybody when you're walking, especially from the old men, the wise men. And they will begin to tell you what they have seen with their own two eyes, about how much they went through, how much the residents of Iraq go through. All I say is, may Allah protect them. And may Allah make this ziyarah even more grand and grand and grand, inshaAllah. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect the zuwar. And inshaAllah, we ask Allah that you, my dear viewers, who are not able to come, to be granted ziyarah, inshaAllah. And with that, I say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. And inshaAllah, in a different episode, we will narrate to you more stories, bi'idhnillah ta'ala. I send my regards now and say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
إذا بابك نسيت حبيبي علي، أحلفك يا أبو اليمة خاطر رقية، أريد بخدمتك أظل البنية.